Welcome to the first video of this series, and this was our trip to Bako National Park. We started out in Kuching and headed out to Bako National Park, which is about northeast of Kuching itself. The trip started out with taking our tiny little car along the road from Kuching up to Bako. It's about a half an hour drive, and from the jetty you then hire a water taxi, and that takes you out to the national park itself. The only way to reach the national park is by boat. So this is us pulling up to the beach at the national park, and the boats themselves actually just kind of roll up onto the beach, and then you just embark with your luggage or knapsacks, whatever you have with us. And this is the main building. There was food served here, kind of buffet style, super delicious food. Nobody here at the moment, but it does get busy at mealtime. The next is a series of images and videos of the various animals that we saw on the islands. These long-tailed macaques are super common, can actually get quite aggressive and try to steal the food off your plate. This is clearly a shot of before a hike. It was super hot, and the hikes were really intensive, but nonetheless they were amazing, with incredible views at the ends of some of them. These bearded pigs were extremely common, and they just wandered around the grounds and seemed very comfortable with humans. Saw large numbers of them throughout our time there. This flying lemur was quite a treat to see. This was actually a picture of one that was hanging out during the day. They are nocturnal, so we didn't see it flying. It was just hanging out on this tree. And of course we were super excited to see a water monitor from a bit of a distance, but nonetheless got a good look at it. And of course, one of the highlights of this park are the Proboscis monkeys, and we got a really close look at this fellow who was just hanging out in the tree for us. So later in the afternoon, we set up our tent because we wanted to stay over and participate in a night walk that's led by naturalists from the park. Throughout the park, there's a series of boardwalks and raised platforms, and the night walk moves along this area. Kind of starts sort of late afternoon before nightfall, and then takes you through to nightfall so that you can enjoy lots of really interesting nocturnal creatures. So here's a stick insect. I do not know what species this was, and of course this is a nocturnal critter. We watched this ant trail that moved along this logs. It was quite extensive. And you can also hear all sorts of interesting sounds in the background. We were treated to a close-up view of a Bornean keeled pit viper. The naturalists knew where these guys would hang out, and so were able to take us to get a close look at one. This is a species of tarantula. Again, I don't know which species this is, but we got a good look at this. And there are these small pools that they took us to that have catfish in them. I think this might be slender walking catfish, but I'm actually not certain of the species. But they were really fun to just sit and watch in the pool. And that brought our time in Bako National Park to a close. Here's a shot kind of from the dining area out onto the beach, and we jumped back into a water taxi and headed back to the jetty where we picked up our car. So thanks for joining me for the tour of Bako National Park, and stay tuned for the next national park, which is Kuba National Park.